Well, it's November, that very special month of the year that has us all thinking about a big meal with our family at the end of the month. But did you ever think about this? That November is probably like Halloween if you're a turkey. I'll bet all those little gobblers are sitting around right now telling tales of how poor Uncle Tom got his head ripped off, had a bunch of bread shoved up his butt, and then got stuck into a 400-degree oven. You know, it's very scary stuff if you're a turkey. But for us, it's, just November. And if you're like me, you're wondering what the hell you're going to watch this month. Well, fear no longer, dear listener. That's what I'm here for. And that's why this is FearZone.com's November Nightmares. Here's what's going to hit DVD this month. If you're a fan of everybody's favorite chick with a dick horror movie, then you're going to be as excited as me for the new sequel, Return to Sleepaway Camp, that hits DVD this month from Magnolia Home Entertainment. This time we're at Camp Manabi, and it looks like things are going wrong again.
This is so bad.
I don't understand why you're freaking out, Karen. Did you see the look on his face? He's crazy, Marie.
No! No!
Get away from me, you freak!
I warned you about it, but you wouldn't believe me!
Is it a counselor? Is it a camper? Well, hopefully whoever it is will have the appropriate genitalia. I'm still freaked out from the original. Chill from Lionsgate is based on the H.P. Lovecraft story Cool Air. This is the story of a writer who begins working for a man who has to keep himself cold because of a skin condition. Well, at least that's his story. It turns out that he's actually dead, and he's been keeping himself alive using the occult and the skin from dead women.
Welcome to my humble abode. I apologize. I realize it must be very cold for you. You're in all the way, or you're not. It's black and white, life or death.
Now our writer has to make a decision: join his employer or die. This is a decision that could literally save his skin. And yes, I know that's a bad pun, but what other kind of puns are there? Battle Heater from the VAR Corporation is a story of a man who spends his time collecting other people's cast-off electronics. Now when he finds himself a working heater, he thinks he's actually got lucky, till he peels off that seal and he turns the heater into a man-eating machine. This is why they put those tags on mattresses. Warner Home Video is delivering a raw feed triple feature this month. That's 3 movies in one box. You're going to get Rest Stop. That's the story of a couple who they just wanted to pee.
She thought she was all alone.
Jess? Jess?
But something evil
You're not scaring me.
was waiting for her. She can't escape it. And it won't stop until it gets what it wants.
Maybe he just wanted to borrow a couple of squares of toilet paper. But then what's the machete for, really? You'll also get Sublime. This is a story of a man, a hospital, and his caregiver.
Ready for a little lesson? A dose of reality? Do you know what I am? Now, you're gonna face your fear. You won't be afraid no more. I'll set you free. I want to leave this place. I want to leave this place right now! Leaving is not an option, Mr. Greaves.
Well, he's a caregiver in the same way someone who operates an Iron Maiden is a caregiver. And finally, you're going to get Believers, the story of 2 paramedics who find themselves in the custody of a strange cult.
You can't just kidnap 2 paramedics on a call. If we don't check in, someone's gonna come looking for us. You understand that?
By the time they have determined what has happened, we will have gone.
I saw you.
You were there.
Now this may hurt a little, but trust me when I say it's for your own good.
Why do I get the feeling that whatever's about to happen isn't really for their own good and could probably wind up very badly? Dimension Extreme is letting us open The Zombie Diaries this month. Set in England, it seems like a virus is causing the dead to return to life, and we get to see it from the perspective of different video cameras from several different groups of survivors.
The government originally stated that incidents in Asia were isolated cases.
United Kingdom's
and posed no
preparation for a pandemic has been severely criticised in the press, with official figures grossly underestimating the spread of
This
infection.
morning, they've completely sealed off the area. Well, they had to do it. There have been a lot of deaths. death. Should I ask what you people are doing out here with that big?
We're making a documentary.
Out in the woods at this time? Sounds like my kind of film.
You know, this sounds like my kind of movie. You know, anytime the dead rise, you know I'm right there. Shako-Rama is inviting us all out to the Splatter Disco this month. A lovely place where we can enjoy some music and dancing.
Here in the town of Westerly, a moral firestorm has been started over a nightclub called The Den o' Iniquity.
It's that nightclub!
Whatever goes on behind those doors is nothing but harmless fun.
Oh yes, I might have forgot to mention that in the holiday spirit, there's a serial killer in here picking off people one at a time. You know, I'm not sure whose side I'm really going to be on here. Disco music usually makes me feel like killing somebody too. Hey guys, you ever check out those teenage girls? Well, let me be the first then to call you a perv. And second, may I recommend Media Blaster's Tomie double feature. Yes, it's Tomie Beginning and Tomie Revenge. And if you haven't seen any of the Tomie series, they're basically about a teenage girl who will set your hormones in motion and get your heart racing. But beware, she's evil, and soon you'll be trying to kill her just to get her out of your head. In Tomie Beginning, the beauty transfers to a new high school where the kids figure out that she's evil, they push her off a cliff, and then dismember her. Yeah, kids. Well, Tomie regenerates, and then the real horror is going to begin. And in Tomie Revenge, a detective finds a girl wrapped in a sleeping bag near death and takes her to a nearby clinic. Now, a year later, he begins to suspect that that girl might have something to do with a string of deaths he's been investigating. And they also have something to do with Tomie. In any case, the Tomie series is great and will have you thinking twice about looking the next time that group of teenage girls walks past you. Weirdos. In Lionsgate's Dead of Winter, a couple is leaving a New Year's Eve party, but I don't think they're alone.
Did you see that? There's someone in the back seat.
Go! Get out! Go for it!
Hello? Hello?
We do now.
Crashed. I don't even know who this guy is. I don't know how he even got there. We need someone to come get us.
Now they're out in the forest in the middle of the night in the dead of winter. And we're not sure if they're actually being stalked or if it's all in their minds. Now, usually if I find myself in the middle of the woods in the dead of winter, well, let's be honest, I rarely leave my house no matter what the season is. It's just too far from the DVD player. Dark Sky Films checks us into the madhouse this month. Julia and Mary are twins. There's just one little problem. Mary is hideously deformed and insane. Well, now with their birthday approaching, Julia's friends all seem to be turning up dead. And guess what? Mary's escaped from the asylum. You know, this has the potential to be one hell of a party. Dark Sky Films has someone they'd like us to meet.
Meet Arnold Masters. Arnold is very imaginative. He can think of millions of ways to murder, and he just might try them all. The Psychic Killer.
I understand that these were accidental deaths, because there's no other logical explanation, is there? No. Not yet.
That's right, Arnold has managed to figure out how to control his brain in order to kill people from miles away. Man, I'm hoping there's an extra on this DVD that's going to teach me how to do that. Do you enjoy Girls in Chains? Hey, who doesn't? Well, Media Blasters is about to make your dreams come true as they release Girls in Chains this month. Story of a crazy lady who encourages her sons, neither of whom are exactly all there, to kidnap young women, chain them in the basement, treat them like animals, and play sinister and depraved games with them. Oh, this is one of those lost exploitation classics. You know, I was worried that they'd videotaped my honeymoon. Well, that just scratches the surface of what hits horror DVD this month. If you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to send them along to me at brian@badmovieguy.com. And so until next month, when I'll be planning booby traps on my roof for Santa, nobody walks on my roof, mister. Until next month, this is Brian from badmovieguy.com for FearZone.com's November Nightmares.